than contact right now, but doesn't want to rush things. Burrow adds he's happy where he's at and is going to continue to get better. As for his former teammate, wide receiver Tyler Boyd, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport is reporting Boyd is signing with the Titans on a one-year deal worth up to $4.5 million. Boyd reunites with head coach Brian Callahan, who served as Cincy's offensive coordinator for the past 5 seasons. And NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo reporting former Maryland quarterback Taulia Tagovailoa has accepted an invitation to the Cardinals rookie camp that starts on Friday. Taulia, the younger brother of Tua Tagovailoa, had previously participated in the Seahawks rookie camp. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. I checked, I verified, I double-checked. It is a Wednesday, 8th day of May, 2024. I'm Carroll, and I checked in the newsroom. It's Jared. Good morning, Jared.
I'm here.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I got good news this morning. Pam, my wife Pam, spoke to my sister-in-law in Portage, Michigan. They were hit very, very hard by 2 tornadoes last night.
In Michigan?
In Portage, Michigan, which is a suburb of Kalamazoo, Michigan. I consider Kalamazoo home. It's where I grew up. And I have a brother, a sister, and 3 nieces and nephews that live in Portage. And all of them came out unscathed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, just massive devastation in Portage. And the southern Michigan will get the occasional tornado, but as a kid, I really don't remember that being a problem. But anyway, my sister, she lives in a condo complex. She was unharmed, but several of the other units in the complex were damaged.
Oh, wow. That's close.
Yeah. So anyway, and today I will hold it up for our YouTube viewers. I've got my Kalamazoo, Michigan cup. Kalamazoo and Portage are side by side, kind of like El Centro and Imperial.
Where's the name Kalamazoo come from?
Kalamazoo, it's an old Indian name.
Sounds like it's out of Dr. Seuss.
Kalamazoo, as I recall, means in the Potawatomi tongue, pot of boiling water.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah. I have no idea.
Are there geysers nearby, maybe?
No.
No?
But there's a number of rivers and maybe the confluence of the Kalamazoo and Portage Creek. The water was always boiling. I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. But back in the Midwest, in the East and the Midwest, so many of the communities are named with a variation of the Native American name.
And they always mean something pretty cool.
Yes, they do. Birthdays today, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Singer Tony Tennille is 84. Actor Mark Blankfield is 76. Singer Philip Bailey, solo singer, also with Earth, Wind, and Fire. I know he did some stuff with the Doobies, 73. Drummer Alex Van Halen of Van Halen, 71. Actor David Keith, 70. Actor Raul Max Trujillo, 69. NFL coach Bill Cowher, 67. Actor Melissa Gilbert, 60. Singer Enrique Iglesias, 49. Actor Matt Davis, 46. Actor Domhnall Gleeson, 41. Actor Julia Whalen is 40. Local birthdays coming up.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
We have happy birthday wishes for Amanda Thomas, Dylan Morales, Carlos Necochea, Daniel Maris, Destiny Rogers, Leah Daughtry, Manuel Butner, Maria Diaz, Miguel Martinez, Michaela Wayne, Phyllis Littrell, Violetta Wilkins, Sandra Loya, Ruben Guzman, and Adrian Duran. Happy birthday from KXO, and many happy returns. And let's see, again, happy birthday, Carlos. Haven't seen Carlos in a while, but we've talked to him on occasion. Anyway, you sometimes will see Carlos with Donnie, and Donnie is his guide dog. So,
is it one that you possibly trained?
No, we did not train Donnie, but we know who trained Donnie because we have fostered several of the puppies for the family that trained Donnie that live in Seattle.
Oh, cool.
So there's in the guide dog world, there's always a connection.
Yeah, it's like a couple degrees of separation.
Pretty much.
The begging bits.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you saw, but McDonald's is now offering 36-month 0% interest financing on all value meals. Something you can take advantage of. Oh, boy. And in the news, the latest advance in robotics is making machines more lifelike. Researchers at UT Austin have developed a stretchy electronic skin that mimics how human flesh works. Just kind of looking at this, Jared, I figure at least the robots will be able to smile when they finally turn on us, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that can't be too far down the road, right?
Robots are my friend.
Hell, I can't do that. Okay, are you ready for news?
Yes, sir.
We'll jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
CBS News Briefing. Police have arrested 33 pro-Palestinian protesters at George Washington University and cleared out their campus encampment. Police Chief Pamela Smith.
They began very peacefully. But over the past few days, we began to see an escalation in the volatility of the protests at GW.
A House committee has canceled a hearing over the way the demonstrations have been handled. 2 twisters touched down in Portage, Michigan.
Everything is gone. I believe this is total demolish. So, good thing is nobody hurt.
A Georgia appeals court agrees to review a lower court ruling allowing Fani Willis to continue to prosecute Donald Trump's election interference case. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien.
It comes after Trump and other co-defendants tried to get the DA and her office removed from the case due to a romantic relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Now, this appeal is likely to cause a further delay in the case.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news: a 54-year-old Sacramento grandfather now facing felony child endangerment charges after allegedly leaving his granddaughter with this homeless woman so he could go drinking.
All of a sudden, the helicopter's going around and attention on the ground, and it says her name and, describes me.
Lauren Job says he gave her $20 and asked her to buy his granddaughter some shorts. She took the girl to deputies after several hours together in her nearby encampment. Disneyland officially getting bigger after the Anaheim City Council unanimously voted to approve their Forward project. This resident is thrilled.
I live right across the street, so I'm looking forward to the theme park moving closer to me than it ever was before.
The $1.9 billion expansion will bring new shops, restaurants, and rides. 2 Caltrans workers recovering after yesterday's collision on I-71 north of Rancho Cucamonga that killed a co-worker. I'm John Gittleland, California Headline News.
World in California News headlines presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
The news on vapes talks a lot about the technology and teen use, but parents need to know more about the dangers of nicotine. So know this. 1. Nicotine is a poison that can rewire teens' brains. 2. It can increase mood swings. 3. It can limit attention and learning. So even when it comes in new tech, nicotine is brain poison. Go to undo.org for more.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Remember, Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
In the KXO newsroom, there was an earthquake yesterday. I didn't feel it because I was driving, but here's George Gale on some of those details.
The epicenter was about 11 miles northwest of Guadalupe, Victoria, and 20 miles southeast of Mexicali, according to the Southern California Earthquakes Data Center, and the earthquake was recorded at 6:15 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And a body was found in the Coachella Canal, a body recovered near Bombay Beach. It was found in the Coachella Canal. The person has been identified as a Brawley resident who had been reported missing. 43-year-old Thomas Joseph Christensen had been reported last month as missing. The man had gone hiking in the basic area where the body was found. The identity was released last week. The family has asked that no further information be released for privacy purposes. KXO News Time, 7:41.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And we have a very important story. Get close, listen close. Metallic balloons cause problems. Here's George Gale.
With Mother's Day and graduation ceremonies approaching, balloons made of mylar and filled with helium are in demand. IID asks that if you have mylar balloons, you secure them and then properly dispose of them afterwards. When the helium-filled balloons float away, they can cause large-scale power outages, melt electrical wires, cause fires, and even lead to injuries and property damage. The district says that when you buy mylar balloons, request a clip or balloon weight. Since 2022, there have been 55 power outages caused by Mylar balloons, a contact alone. These outages not only cause problems for the affected customers, but they also cost the IID an estimated hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment damage, fuel costs, and wages. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And a body was found in a Calexico alley. Deceased man identified as a transient. The body was found in the 200 block of Pauline Avenue in Calexico. It was discovered by the owner of Pan American Mailbox Company. Police responded to a report of an unresponsive man. Police say it was later determined that the man was a 50-year-old transient. They suspect he died from a drug overdose. Identification was found on the deceased person, but authorities have not released a name. KXO News Time, 7:44.
And that'll do it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you, 3 in the Valley, at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. And, of course, their mobile service vans go where you are.
Mother's Day is almost here. Treat mom to a relaxing spa day at Loan's Nails and Spa. Get a manicure, pedicure, wax, and more with professional attentive service that will leave mom feeling her best. Loan's Nails and Spa in the Vaughn's Shopping Center, El Centro, is the perfect place to spoil mom for Mother's Day. Book your appointment now. Call 592-4081 or find them on the web. Loan's Nails and Spa, 838 North Imperial Avenue in the Vaughn's Shopping Center, El Centro. This Mother's Day, treat mom right at Loan's Nails and Spa.
And it's page 2 of the local news, served up by Burgers and Beer. They've got the best burgers in the Valley, and, of course, daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Oh, by the way, happy hour, 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
The IVHD Board of Directors meeting. Here's George Gale.
The regular meeting will be held this evening at 1275 Main Street in El Centro, in the El Centro City Council chambers. Meeting begins at 6 p.m. tonight. During the meeting, the board will hear a presentation on the draft electoral maps by National Demographics Corporation. They will take public comments on the presentation. There are 3 draft electoral maps. Following the public comments, the board will review the 3 proposals and select one for final consideration and adoption at the next IVHD board meeting. Also tonight, the board will discuss the proposed sequencing and staggering of the board seats. They will discuss and possibly take action on the PMHD, El Centro, and Heffernan funding requests. Board will discuss and seek a direction to AB 918 mergers, acquisitions, and negotiations. The next regular meeting of the board will be held June 13th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
SDSU Imperial Valley graduation, first graduation ceremony of 2024. San Diego State University Imperial Valley graduation ceremony is Thursday. An estimated 392 graduating students will participate in the commencement ceremony at 7 p.m. Thursday at the Rolly Corrido Quad. The top 5 majors for the class of 2024 are psychology with 105 graduates, criminal justice with 66 graduates, liberal studies with 52 graduates, nursing with 50 graduates, and Spanish with 19 graduates. And filling the vacancies, Calexico City Council vacancies. 2 vacancies will officially be declared on Wednesday. That is when the 2 recently recalled city council members will leave the council. The remaining city council members will then be tasked in deciding how they want to fill the vacancies. The choices are appointment, special election, operate with 3 members until the November election. There are at least 5 people interested in serving on the city council. The 5 interested residents participated in a forum last week in Calexico. They are German J. Jimenez Jr., a military veteran and retiree from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Victor Legaspi, retired from the Calexico Police Department after serving 34 years. Patricia Lizarraga, with 23 years with the county as a accountant auditor and 40 years in the accounting field. Adriana Marquez, with 15 years of management experience, 5 years in banking and 12 years in education. And Lisa Thailander, with over a decade of municipal experience. The current city council could appoint any of those interested or someone completely different. The 5, however, have indicated they will be candidates in the November election. That's it for page 2 of KXO News, local news. Coming up, weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. May specials include sangria, birria melt, and $5 bottles of Corona. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says the weather pattern will continue to support near normal temperatures through Friday with daily breezy conditions. The clear to mostly clear skies will persist into the weekend with a warming trend pushing temperatures to above normal and highs potentially topping out around 100 degrees as early as Sunday across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. 93 the high yesterday, 61 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 89. North-northwest wind 10 to 15, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 60. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Thursday, sunny with a high near 91. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. 68 degrees, downtown El Centro, 46% relative humidity. Wind out of the northwest, 3 to 5 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. Listen to AM 1230 and win. We'll be giving away copies of the National Geographic book, Mysterious Marvelous Octopus. What a great book for the little ones. Listen to AM 1230. When you hear the ship's bell, be caller number 6 at 760-352-1230 and win. It's that easy. Listen to AM 1230 for the ship's bell. And call 352-1230. National Geographic Kids Books and AM 1230. What a pair. And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. NBA action last night. The Celtics whipped the Cavaliers 120-95. Boston leads at East semifinal series 1-0. And the Oklahoma City Thunder beat up on the Mavericks 117-95. Oklahoma City leads that series 1-0. Coming up tonight, it'll be Indiana and New York. The game this evening from Madison Square Garden. Yeah, coming up, we'll take a look at more, but, well, Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert owns a piece of an NBA record. He won the league's Defensive Player of the Year award for the 4th time. Gobert also won the honors in 2018, 2019, and 2021.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And let's take a look at Major League Baseball. The Tigers topped the Guardians 11-7. It was the Diamondbacks dumping the Reds 6-2. Phillies beat up on the Blue Jays 10-1. Nationals shut out the Orioles 3-0. Rays whipped the White Sox 5-1. Angels blanked the Pirates 9-0. The Yankees pounded the Astros 10-3. Braves beat the Red Sox 4-2. Brewers slipped by the Royals 6-5. Mariners topped the Twins 10-6. Mets over the Cardinals 7-5. Giants shut out the Rockies 5-0. Dodgers, behind a Max Muncy grand slam, beat the Marlins 8-2. And the Cubs, with a walk-off, beat the Padres 3-2. The PGA Championship officially has Tiger Woods in a field released yesterday. That includes invitation to 7 players on the LIV Golf Tour. The PGA of America strives to have the top 100 in the world to maintain the tournament's reputation for having the strongest field in the majors, according to them. And we will have updates from the Valhalla Country Club in Louisville, Kentucky next week when it starts. And Kansas City Chiefs another Chief in trouble with the law. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is a suspect in an alleged assault that injured a man at a Dallas nightclub earlier this week. A Dallas newspaper, citing law enforcement officials, reported that officers were dispatched early Monday morning to a nightclub after reports of an assault. And Rice is a suspect. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Pioneers is an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. AstraZeneca is withdrawing its highly successful coronavirus vaccine, citing the availability of a plethora of new shots that has led to a decline in demand. The vaccine, called Vaxzevria and developed in partnership with the University of Oxford, has been one of the main COVID-19 vaccines worldwide, with more than 3 billion doses supplied since it was first administered in the United Kingdom in January of 2021. But the vaccine has not generated revenue for AstraZeneca since April of 2023, according to the company. TikTok sued Tuesday to block a U.S. law that could force a nationwide ban on the popular app. And in a petition filed Tuesday at the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit, TikTok and ByteDance, the parent, allege the law is unconstitutional because it stifles American speech and prevents them from accessing lawful information. I think that's great coming from a Chinese company. Yes. But hey, those are the laws in China, not here. Taking a look at the big board, a little bit mixed right now. The Dow up 75 points at 38,959. The S&P 500 neutral at 5188. NASDAQ down 13 points at 16,320. Gold off $1 an ounce. Oil up 5 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 89. North-northwest wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 60. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Thursday, sunny with a high near 91. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. 69 degrees, 45% relative humidity. Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Postal, offering 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year access at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Coming up, we've got CBS News. We will take you around the world. We'll let you know what's going on. Yeah, well, not only in the U.S., but everywhere else in the known universe. It's what we do. After that, we'll be back with more of the best oldies on the radio on AM 1230.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan, assessing the damage in a city hit by 2 tornadoes.
Our neighborhood, we're definitely going to take a while to recover, but thank God it looks like everybody is safe and accounted for.
She's in Portage, Michigan, just south of Kalamazoo. So is CBS's Roxana Saberi.
In this city, halfway between Chicago and Detroit, 2 confirmed tornadoes in the span of 90 minutes Tuesday evening caused extensive damage, including at the strip mall. Literally, you can see straight through Pizza Hut.
The tornadoes also did damage in parts of Ohio and Indiana. Sections of Missouri, Kentucky, and Tennessee could see rough weather today. CBS's Nancy Cordes reports it seems the U.S. is doing more than telling Israel that it opposes a full incursion into Rafah.
Senior administration officials are now confirming that, yes, the U.S. did pause this shipment of 1,800 2,000-pound bombs and 1,700 500-pound bombs. And the reason that they did that, they say, is out of concern about this imminent ground invasion by Israel of Rafah.
More than 30 arrests reported at George Washington University, where a protest encampment was broken up and a crowd marched to the school president's home. Metro D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith.
We began to see an escalation in the volatility of the protests at GW. This started last Thursday when a campus police officer was pushed by protesters and an item was grabbed out of the police officer's hand.
A House panel right now is hearing testimony on anti-Semitism in K-12 schools. New York City School Chancellor David Banks.
There have been unacceptable incidents of anti-Semitism in our schools. When Jewish students or teachers feel unwelcome or unsafe, that should sound the alarm for us all.
A Georgia appeals court has agreed to take up the ruling that allowed DA Fani Willis to stay on the Trump election case. The lawyer representing FTX in bankruptcy court says money's been gathered up to repay creditors and investors who lost billions when the crypto exchange went belly up. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
If you're a customer of FTX, the money you get back will be based on the value at the time of the FTX bankruptcy. That's November of 2022. Unfortunately for customers, they will not be part of the rise in crypto that we've seen since November 2022. Most cryptocurrencies have almost tripled since that time.
An attorney says 9 of the 10 wrongful death lawsuits after the 2021 Astro World Festival crowd surge in Texas have now been settled. Wall Street Dow is up 70. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your night. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Tough work at the scene of the Baltimore Bridge collapse. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
With the recovery of the body of 37-year-old Jose Lopez, demolition crews will now begin preparing to use explosives to break down the largest remaining section of the collapsed bridge. It should take place in the coming days. The crew of the ship that collided with the bridge will remain on board during the demolition. The section of bridge rests on part of the ship.
A report says Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is suspected of assault in Dallas about a month after he was one of the speeding drivers in a chain reaction crash that led to charges. Police telling the Dallas Morning News that Rice was suspected of assaulting a person, went to a hospital after an incident at a downtown nightclub. Rice faces multiple charges in the high-speed crash in Dallas. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.